What you're about to see is the beginner section of my jump trail. Its main purpose was to build my confidence up with jumping, and it definitely worked. I feel more confident than ever hitting jumps, but there's one last thing I'd like this section to help me with. Riding berms. I'm just not confident riding them. I hardly ride the top of the berm like you're supposed to, and I rarely look through the turn to see where I'm headed, which got me thinking, let's build one last tabletop that is immediately after the berm, so I'll be forced to look ahead or I'll case the jump. In this video, I'll show you how to make proper ramps, but for now, we're gonna use this kicker to find out where the jump needs to be. Itty bitty jump. That's about the worst setup you could have. Okay. That is definitely where the jump needs to be at. It needs to be bigger, and I need to come in with more speed, but I think that's gonna be feeling pretty good. Here's my thoughts. Jump about yay high, maybe, I guess that's probably 3 feet. 3 foot high jump. Pretty long, definitely want it to be one that just gets you far. To get you furthest, you need to do a 45-degree angle as far as your radius goes. I will explain that, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. When I say a 45-degree angle jump, I'm referring to its height. And if I say an 8-foot radius, I'm referring to the imaginary circle we reference from. For example, this ramp is a 30-degree angle jump with an 8-foot radius. You could also use the same circle for a 45-degree angle jump or a 60 and so on. If we take our 30-degree angle jump and send a beautiful Polygon Siskiyou Enduro bike over it, our trajectory would look something like this. But now, let's send the same bike over our 45-degree angle jump and note the arc from that. From looking at these two lines, we can see that the 45-degree angle gets you further and higher than the 30-degree angle. Now, one might think the larger the angle, the farther you go, but that's actually not true. Let's see what happens when we send this beautiful Siskiyou N9 over the 60-degree angle jump. This is where ramps get interesting. You'll have more time in the air and get much higher, but actually, after 45-degree angles, we start to lose distance. If we look at this image I stole from an article on trailism.com, you can see that the larger the angle, the higher the trajectory, and the longer the air time. But after 45 degrees, your distance shortens. This is why I decided on a 45-degree angle ramp, because I wanted distance in this section. If you want to see or learn more about the science and mathematics behind building reliable ramps, go check out the article on trailism.com. And now that you have the knowledge, let's see if we can use it. I wanted a 45-degree angle jump with an 8-foot radius, so I went into Affinity Designer and made up a 16-foot diameter circle. Then we made lines to find the center point and drew a line over for a 45-degree angle. From here, all I have to do is trace the edge of the circle from the bottom to the 45-degree mark. Once I have this, I can observe and take note of the important measurements, like the jump being 2 foot 4 inches tall and 5 foot 8 inches long. I can also tilt the jump on its side to see what size board I'll need to cut the jump out of. I can see the arc dips down about 7.5 inches, so a 2x12 might be a good board to go with there. I recommend finding the length while the jump is on its side like this as well, because both measurements will be crucial when trying to mark the radius on your board. Forget what these are called, but they're good for marking radiuses, so I'm gonna stick this at the very end. So what I'm doing here is using an 8-foot board to mark the arc. With all our measurements, I was able to mark the perfect arc for a 45-degree angle, 8-foot radius jump. So I found that these Sawzalls end up working the best whenever you're cutting these 2x4s. With everything cut and ready, I started digging holes for the support posts that would hold up our ramp. When designing this jump, I wanted it to do two things: help me ride berms better and get us over this muddy area. It's a spot where a lot of this hill naturally slopes to, so if we can jump this section, that would be pretty rad. So I need to find level ground with where the start of our jump's gonna be. So once I find ground level here, then I can just measure up and that'll be where our lip goes. So what I'm doing, sticking this board where the start of the jump's gonna be, leveling it out, and then marking right there. From ground level, this jump is gonna be 2 foot 4.5 inches. So measure up that height.
Once I had the first board set, I needed to level the second board out with it, or else the ramp would come out crooked. Once this was done, all I'd need to do is properly secure the jump and put the deck boards on. Running out of support posts, so I grabbed an old cedar log that I had laying around, peeled the bark off, and used it as a replacement. With the ramp finished, it was time to set the landing. So, judging by the speed I was getting, I decided to build it at about 8 feet. I think I'm missing something that you could easily replace. Maybe if I asked you nice, you will give it to me, please give it to me. I think sometimes you ain't always honest, but I don't know what I don't know. I wanted something for nothing that I could hold on to, 'cause baby, there's nothing that I can't have. I needed to find another piece of mind. I think there's nothing. I think sometimes you ain't always honest, but it all falls like a domino. Oh, 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 I think I need another piece of you. I think I need another piece of it. Alright, so it's pretty much done. We've got this little bit right here that needs to be filled in with dirt, but I'm pretty excited to ride this thing. So yeah, let's clean it up, put some dirt there, and then give her a go. Okay, so I was about to give it a go, just to roll over it and see what it looked like. And I came around the corner relatively fast, and you can barely see it, but I forgot to put dirt in front of this thing, so I pretty much just, well heck, you can see my tire print here. See that? That is the mark of a dummy. All right, I suppose she's ready to go. Let's give her a try. Okay. Yes! That just might be one of the coolest feeling features I've made so far. That is so... Oh man. That's so cool. I've never hit something that you immediately have to follow with a turn. Oh my god. Yeah! Huge shout out to Dave for coming out and riding. Go follow this man because he is the first person ever to send my whole jump line. And he went ahead and sent the skinny teeter-totter feature too while I wasn't even looking.
This build turned out incredibly, but I'm also stoked to keep going down this line because we have a whole corridor that needs to be filled with some gap jumps and all sorts of stuff. Also, we have unfinished business with this giant drop feature. It was originally intended to be a step up to step down, but I sissed out. And now I'm ready to restore my honor. So, thanks for watching, guys. A huge shout out to my patron family. The support is unreal from you guys, and I cannot thank you enough. But anyway, let's build some more stuff next week, and I'll see you then.